Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Chaotic moments along Ford Road. That's right. It happened as a man gets out of a car, starts firing a gun, hitting at least one person before police arrived and then took him down. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for Local 4 News at 5. I'm Karen Drew in for Kimberly Gill tonight.
And I'm Damon Fernandez in for Devin. Now, we start things off with a chilling scene in Garden City. It ended with police shooting and killing a suspect, but it all started with a crash near Vanoy and Ford Roads. That's what Will Jones is tonight, walking us through what happened. Hi, Will.
Damon and Karen, when you see a crash, your first instinct is to help. Tonight, Michigan State Police are trying to figure out why one of the people involved in a crash here this morning shot a Good Samaritan.
Lock the door. Hey, you! Lock the door! Lock the door!
A man running inside this gas station after being shot in the head after witnessing a car crash at Ford and Vanoy in Garden City.
Help me! Please call me! Please call me!
From his hospital room, Antoine Williams telling us what happened from the start after witnessing the two-car crash and calling 911.
I was walking towards the car to help them out, and guy jumped out the car, started shooting, and he started shooting in one direction. Then he saw me and started shooting at me, and I was just like in a trance.
Williams says he thought he was going to die.
When they tell you what you start thinking about, I started looking at my daughter's face, my son, the wife's face.
While trying to get help inside the gas station, the suspect followed him in.
Leave! Leave! Come here! I didn't do it!
He was like, you about to die. And I don't even know this guy. I don't know him at all. And he was like, that look on his eyes, looked like he was on something. He looked like he was on something. And he kept on, he pulled out a gun again. And the gun definitely got jammed.
Williams was able to make it out of the store without being shot again. The suspect went in a different direction. He was later shot and killed by a Garden City police officer.
I just found out my glasses really saved me, man. I think that gunshot in the ear, I just tried to put my glasses on and it's shot off. So it was right there where my ear was, where it went through. So this cheap plastic might have deflected it a little bit.
We're going to have much more on this story tonight at 6. You're going to hear more from the victim and whether he would be a Good Samaritan in the future after what happened here today. We're live in Garden City. Will Jones, Local 4.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much, Will. We appreciate it.
A driver running from Warren police loses control of his car and dies in a violent crash. It happened at 10 Mile and Ryan after the speeding car blew through a red light and slammed into an F-150 and a box truck. Moments before the unidentified driver took off from a traffic stop after officers asked him for ID. The chase lasted only 3 minutes. Firefighters tried to rescue the man from the crushed car, but they couldn't. No one else was hurt. Now we're told the intersection will be closed for a while, so avoid that area if possible.
All right, let's talk about our forewarned weather. If you got a big coat and scarf and hat for Christmas, you're not going to need it.
No, such a nice night. Take a look down at Cadillac Square in Campus Martius right now. It was pretty packed out there. You still see some people milling around, taking advantage of this nice weather we're seeing right now. But I'm hearing that some chance of rain is in the area. Hey, Brett, you're in for Kim tonight. How's it looking?
Yeah, you're going to need the umbrellas if you're going to be out tonight, tomorrow morning, even the next couple of days. Rain chances will continue. A lot of clouds, and even below the radar, there is some drizzle here and there. It's not much of a problem, more of a nuisance, but that will continue the next couple of hours before more rain moves in. It's all rain with temperatures well into the 50s. These numbers, though, do go down with each day going forward. Here's the radar and the satellite. You can see a couple of spotty showers in and around the area. There is more rain down to our south, which will come in tonight. And then again, hang with us for parts of tomorrow. If you are heading downtown to Little Caesars Arena for the Pistons game, 50s into the 40s with a few showers moving in closer to the time the game ends. So you should be dry to get there, but walking out, you will have to dodge a few raindrops. More rain is expected later this week and maybe some snow this weekend. We'll talk about it coming up in just a bit.
All right, Brett, see you in a little bit. Well, they say tonight will be a big night for the Pistons and their fans at Little Caesars Arena.
Yeah, big night. Why? Well, it's the long-awaited Rick Mahorn bobblehead night at LCA. Well, That's true. It is a big night, and he's proud of that. But there's also something else going on involving a losing streak. We wanted to start with something positive, okay? We haven't had a big lead for Pistons lately. Let's bring in Candace Davis. Price, she is in for Bernie today. Gosh, no matter what happens, it's still a huge night. We just got to hope and pray for a win.
It is, and it's tough to have one team doing so well and the other team making history in a different fashion, right? All right, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and now Christmas have come and gone since the Pistons have won a game. And with just 3 games to play this week, they might have to wait until New Year's as well. As for tonight, the Pistons host the Brooklyn Nets in Little Caesars Arena, looking to avoid being on the wrong side of history. A loss would mean the team's 27th row, making the longest single-season losing streak in NBA history. Detroit lost to the same Nets team just 3 days ago, and head coach Monty Williams said afterwards he's been proud of the way his team has been able to keep their head up through these tough times.
The way that they come back the next day is something that I'm blown away at. I've been around a lot of teams, and not many teams have that type of resiliency. Our guys don't want to be a part of any kind of losing streak, whatever. But every day they come back with focus and drive and grit, trying to win a game.
Now, if the Pistons don't get it done tonight, their next game comes on Thursday when they'll have to travel to Boston to play the team that's got the best record in the NBA, the Celtics.
It's kind of up to the fans. I was going to say the fans have to try to help. I know the other day they were chanting "sell the team."
And with the weather being nice, they can get there without any flurries. So
right.
Blame it on the weather, right?
Yeah. We just got to try to bring a positive vibe. All right, we'll see. Thank you.
Thanks,
it's going to be interesting to say how well attended tonight's game is, considering it could be historic.
Yeah, well, you know, Jacqueline Francis is live at LCA right now, where there are still some good seats we're hearing on tonight's game. Hey, Jacqueline.
Hey, yeah, we talked to a lot of people tonight. Some people who are going to the game, others who are not. And we even talked to one man who is from Detroit. He has no ties to Minnesota or Bowling Green, but he chose to go to that game over the Pistons game tonight. Take a listen.
I just literally went to the Minnesota Bowling Green game for half the game. So, like, it's his first time in Ford Field. Like, I'd love to take him to LCA, but again, Pistons are so terrible, and that's not even fun to watch, honestly.
I don't like that at all. I don't want to be a part of that. I was a part of the 0-16 Lions, and I didn't like that either.
You know, as a loyal Detroit fan, I think like we're kind of used to it. Like it sucks, but we're always going to support them no matter what, just because that's how Detroit people are. So it'll be unfortunate, but there's always next year, and I'm still going to love them no matter what.
We liked ending on that positive note there. The game is tonight. It starts at 7 o'clock as the Pistons take on the Brooklyn Nets. Reporting live outside of LCA, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, Jacqueline, thanks. And hey, Jacqueline said you got to end it on a positive note. You know, it's not all bad for Detroit sports fans. There's reason to celebrate as the Lions lock up the division title Sunday for the first time in decades.
Decades. And for some people, myself included, I've never seen them win.
Right?
So,
it was like, what's happening?
It is.
So great.
I think we have a whole new Lions fan because some kids have never, ever seen them win. So this is exciting.
Now it's reality.
Yes. Some fans may have received yesterday's gift they have waited at least 30 years for, as I have. The NFC North Division Championship gear hit the shelves this past weekend. With the team's 30-24 win over the Vikings, the Lions not only locked up a spot in the playoffs, but secured the right to play a postseason game at Ford Field for the first time since the stadium opened back in 2002. All of these accolades are not only new to Lions fans, but for the ownership as well. Dan Campbell was appreciative of this earlier today.
We are a team. We're a team. Brad and I are a team. Sheila, we're a team. Chris Spillman, a team. Rod Wood, a team. We're the coaches, a team. The players, a team. We're all in this. And Sheila, I mean, she's, like I say, I can't say enough great things about her, and I'm happy that we could deliver this one thing. But we got more work to do.
Full circle, right? So Dan Campbell was on that 0-16 team, and when he talks about the Fords being a team, this is very rare in professional sports that a coach gets to stick around like this.
I know, it was so
full
funny.
circle.
Did you see that photo they posted on Instagram?
It was like half of a mullet, yeah, that'll go viral easy.
I like his new cut better, and I obviously like the new attitude too.
Yes,
it's cool.
yes.
All right, thanks.
See you, Lily, Candace. All right, now it's the first day of Kwanzaa, and just moments ago, Detroit's celebration got underway.
Victor Williams live right now with a closer look at the festivities. The crowd has been really sizable all day long, Victor.
Yeah, that's right. As you guys can see, the people are just kind of pouring in, getting ready for the lighting of the world's tallest Kwanzaa Kinara, as you guys can see right here in the middle of Campus Marshes. This is actually the second part of the event that's been going on. The first part was in a tent, and in just a few minutes they're going to be lighting up this Kinara. The very first theme of the night is going to be Umoja. That's actually the first theme of the night, I should say. Really all week they're going to have a different theme, as you guys can probably see right here. For every night that passed, they're going to go ahead and they're going to light this up. Now, the event that took place inside, we had a lot of performers, both on the drums, both dancing, just celebrating the event. Here's what they have to say about how fun this all is.
The energy and the community, the way how we talk with the drums and the way the dancers talk with their feet, it was just magical.
Something that I've been doing for years, and it just lifts your spirit, makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's community fellowship.
And we are just a few minutes from that actually taking place. Them lighting up this Kinara, by the way, once again, the world's tallest Kinara, which is right here in the Motor City. The second time that they're able to do this event, so we'll have more on what takes place right at 6 p.m. In the meantime, we are reporting live in Campus Marshes. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor, and I got to greet you with the proper Kwanzaa greeting, Habari Gani, meaning what's the news? All right, thanks, Victor.